for visiting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos.
Hey folks, Dan Ryan here today with this Blackstar Carry On travel guitar. Never seen it before. It certainly looks short enough to be a travel guitar. So,
or a ukulele.
That would be a big ukulele. So, Blackstar makes a lot of stuff. They're kind of like Nuex. They're, I think they're an Asian brand name, and their low-end stuff can be pretty low-end, but their high-end stuff can be pretty nice. So
got a really good deal on that.
Yeah, this listed, I remembered, for $399, and Leo got it for 99 bucks. Correct?
Yeah, a stupid deal of the day on musiciansfriend.com.
Yeah. So and it has a very sturdy gig bag, and
looks almost like a hard case.
And it says Blackstar Carry On. So usually the makers of these things are not that linguistically subtle, but good job on this. It even has a tiny little whammy bar.
Didn't have any idea that it had a whammy bar.
And what else does it have? Something else. And Blackstar VIP access. This is very important. So it means you get...
Well, it says right up there, it's very important, VIP.
Yeah. So you get exclusive content. You get to register your product.
Yeah.
Be the best to hear. Be the first to hear about other deals, I guess, and be a key influencer. And all you got to do is take a picture of this QR code, and you will be registered. So that appears to be all of the case candy in this front pocket. And I doubt whether there's much room for any more in the case itself. But
way around the other side. There's two of them. Here, that's the wrong one. Grab the next one.
oh, okay. It does actually flip open. That's always a plus to me. And
snack.
Snack for Patrick. Oh. So I'm going to screw up the tape on this paper around the...
Like I've said before, I never try to put them back because
it ain't worth it.
Go back. I'd hate to be the guy that did that for a living.
Well, I'm sure after the 100th guitar, it's pretty much automatic, and you could probably literally do it in your sleep.
And he may have.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay. Now, I may have lied about that being a whammy bar because I don't see There is a space to do a truss rod adjustment.
Ah, okay. So it's a windlass adjustment.
Yeah, okay. It's very light. It's, as you might expect, single humbucker, neck through, I'm sorry, yeah. String through body, so. A two pneumatic bridge, one tone, one volume. Let's see, it's got an 18 fret neck, so not particularly, a long scale. And it even has a little Carry On logo here at the top on the back. You're probably going to have to, if you use a guitar strap with this, I would suggest you use it only for this, because you're going to have to adjust it severely. It's not going to fit any other guitar you have anyway. So, single humbucker. I don't know if I already said that.
Yeah. It has a coil split.
Oh, that's right. There you go.
So that's probably the tone.
Yeah, that's weird. Generally, that would be the volume, but whatever. We can figure that out relatively easily. There's only two knobs, so. Relatively well made. There's binding around the top of the neck and the top of the guitar. No binding on the back. It looks like mahogany, but it is some much lighter wood than mahogany. Even at this size, mahogany would be relatively heavy. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't recall seeing a whole lot of facts about this guitar when Leo sent me the link to it.
Well, it's been like a month and a half since I sent it to you, so.
For me, one of the nice things is it's got standard tuning heads, which it makes it a much easier guitar to travel with. And
Then a headless guitar, you mean?
yeah. Despite our trying to be as fair as we can, there has been a tiny bit of controversy about some of the headless guitars we've reviewed.
Not the guitars, just us.
That really be just you then.
Because we're not experts. By the way,
hey,
we're
stop!
Not
Just
experts.
stop. If you dig through the comments enough, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But the finish, the black finish is there's no dings, there's no rough patches, there's no scuffs. It looks very nice. There is some plastic on the pick guard, which I will not remove. Don't know what wood the fingerboard is made out of. It does have actual insets. These are not painted on dots, so that's nice. Pretty short scale. This is kind of the same scale you would get like on an acoustic guitar. Most acoustics don't have they don't have 21 or 24 frets. So this
How many did you say this had?
18.
18 frets. Okay.
Well, you have to. Something's got to give if you want it to be this short. So
I guess so.
and
believe it or not, that little was it Ibanez micro guitar? It was 24 frets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were tiny though.
Right.
And that was a very nice guitar.
Yes, it was.
And
You had a lot of fun playing it. Hopefully you have just as much fun playing it.
well, we'll see. The thing about that Ibanez one was, like, I'm not a sweep picker or an arpeggiator very much, but if you want to do that stuff, that guitar was like ideal. as long as your accuracy was right when you put your fingers down. But it was in very good tune, and all that stuff would be almost effortless if you learned how to do it on a full-size guitar.
Right.
You might have to learn how, it's kind of like the difference between playing a guitar and a mandolin. It's how close the fingering is on a mandolin that makes a mandolin hard to play. Famous story about there was a famous studio guitarist who was part of what some people call the wrecking crew that made literally thousands of hit records. And his name was Tommy Tedesco. And Tommy Tedesco had the reputation of being able to play any stringed instrument. And he pretty much could, but his secret was whatever stringed instrument you gave him, he tuned it like a guitar. So he knew exactly where he was, and what key is it in. He knew exactly where to play and how to play. Nobody ever questioned it. And he was really hilarious. He told a story about because he had a classical guitar, and it wasn't like a real expensive classical guitar, but it sounded nice. And he would do any kind of date. So he would do commercials, he would do TV shows, he would do movie dates, and a great sight reader. That's one of the things those people had to be, because a lot of times the score was completely written out by the composer. But a lot of times they just say, well, it's a gunfight in a Mexican town and we want some Spanish guitar. So this is when he's giving a master class. So he said, I played this, and he does this kind of Spanish lick. He said a few weeks later, they said, it's a car commercial, but it's got, fine Corinthian leather, and we want a Spanish guitar. And he played the exact same thing he played for the gunfight. And so a month later, it's a TV show or a movie. It's it's like guys coming into a saloon in Mexico, and a bunch of people with sombreros on, and they're turning to him. We want some Spanish guitar there. He plays the exact same thing. It's like, you got to learn how to leverage what you know. So Tommy Tedesco is kind of the king of that. And there's your anecdote for the day. So we've looked at the appearance of this. The construction looks pretty nice. It only has one pickup, so shouldn't. That's why I took some extra time with the anecdote, because it's not going to take very long to go through the pickups. We're going to have two settings. So there you have it, the Blackstar Carry On. That's its actual name. It looks like it's got a glued-on neck. It's certainly not bolt-on. And you can see it looks like there's probably a glue joint here where it overlaps. So we're going to stop now. We're going to tune it up and take it through its paces, which will be minor in this case, I think. A little bit more than an acoustic guitar, but not much. Back in a minute. Hey folks, back again with this Blackstar Carry On travel guitar. And Leo, first of all, wanted me to point out that it actually has an inlaid black star on a white background on the headstock.
Show it. Yeah, black star. Yeah.
We're getting very dizzy. One thing I neglected to mention when I was looking at the build was the frets. It doesn't have the rounded frets. It has a pretty good fret job. There are no real. I mean, you can feel some sharp ends, but nothing to write home about. And so I just
For
wanted
those of you who can write.
yes, or nothing to. Well, if you can't write, you probably can't text either. Maybe you can send your mom a FaceTime message, but whatever. So that's one thing. And then before we go any further, we want to do our boardsy knee. Make sure I don't mute the strings with my sleeve here. So Gunter, here we go. Well, it was pretty even. It didn't last very long, but I don't know why anybody would be surprised about that.
It's not very long.
Let's see. So we've only really got two.
We'll call that the shortsian E.
the later Hosian E. So we really only have two pickup settings, with or without the coil tap. So this is without, and let's see. So for the only sound you're going to get, except for the coil tap, that's really a very nice usable sound. And you can affect it with the tone control. We always run the tone and volume wide open when we're doing these, so you can do that, but I'm not going to do that. And here is wide open with the coil tap. And you notice, even with the coil tap, which is supposed to make this into a single coil pickup, no hum, none whatsoever. So that's a big plus, especially if you're going to sit in with somebody and you don't want to make yourself too obtrusive. So here we go.
Although it looks like a baby guitar, it's more of a midget rustler guitar. It's a very usable instrument so far, and it's stated tuned well. The tuners are, they haven't drifted. So we've reviewed a lot worse guitars than this, and for $99 with the gig bag and the Carry On gig bag, and this totally will fit in your overhead compartment. I've taken my Yamaha silent guitar on planes with me in the past, and this is even smaller than that. So we are going to stop one more time and pick out something to play for you,
and be right back. Thanks.
Hey everyone, we have reached another milestone, 3,310 subscribers, and we want to show our appreciation to our subscribers. Dan mentions this at the end, but I want to make certain that everybody understands the rules of this contest, or giveaway. It's not a contest, it's just a giveaway, and you're going to enter, and we're going to do a drawing and pick a name and give the guitar away. If you are inside the United States, we'll pay for shipping. If you are outside of the United States, I will pay up to $75 of shipping. Anything after that, you're going to be responsible for. So, I'm sorry, but I have in the past given away guitars that cost me an awful lot of money to ship. And, some countries, for instance, Canada has very, terrible laws about a gift that you might receive or something like that, charge you all kinds of exorbitant fees and taxes and brokerage fees and all kinds of things. And I'm not going to pay that. So enter if you wish. And like I say, I'll pay up to $75. After that, it's your responsibility if you're out of the country. Also, you must be a public subscriber to the channel. You, in this video, at the end of it, say, I'm in it to win it. No matter what other comment you make, at the end of your comment, say, I'm in it to win it, and your name, because YouTube, in its wisdom, has removed everybody's actual names and put some kind of strange handle or whatever that I don't know who you are a lot of the times. Some of you I have figured out who you are, but it took a while. So you have to put your name and your country of origin. All right? So just to go back over that again, public subscriber, in it to win it, and your name. All right? And we'll do a drawing soon once we've gathered enough information. The drawing will end this Saturday. Okay? So, thanks for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing. We appreciate you.
Hey folks, we're back with this Blackstar Carry On travel guitar, and we've gone through the appearance, we've gone through the pickups such as they are, and now we're just going to play something for you. And today it's a new backing track provider called Now You Shred, and U is capitalized and everything else is just regular.
We did that once before.
Really?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. I mean,
but not this track, I don't believe.
no, not that track.
Okay.
But that company.
Okay, well, I'm old, what can I do? So this is their vintage funky soul groove backing track in B minor. And it's at 68 beats per minute, which is pretty slow. I don't know how you're funky at 68 beats per minute, but it's a good track, whether or not it is accurately described. So here we go.
It's the wah pedal.
Blackstar Carry On. Very nice, very usable guitar. I mean, if you really just wanted to be able to go out and jam someplace and you didn't want to have to try to borrow a guitar or rent a guitar, this wouldn't be a bad choice at all. Not very heavy, but pretty responsive. Kind of a short neck, but I think you could see that you know, if you know what you're doing, you can cope with that. $99 was the deal Leo got. I don't know, you know, this guitar retails for 4 times that, but if you can get it for $99, you certainly wouldn't be throwing your money away. I mean, this little gig bag, of course, it only fits this guitar, but it's very well constructed and thought out. It even has neck support inside the gig bag. I don't know if I showed that. And so Leo wants me to let everybody know that in honor of our 3,000th? 3,300 subscriber goal that we recently got to, we're going to give this guitar away to somebody. There's a couple of provisos. As long as you're in the contiguous United States, we will send you the guitar and take care of the shipping. If you are outside the United States or outside the contiguous United States, if you want the guitar, you pay the shipping and whatever other additional tax, whatever that might occur, but we'll still send you the guitar. If you want to register, just leave in the comments your name and somewhere in your comment, I'm in it to win it. And then we'll have a way of at least knowing who you are.
It'd probably be better if you, other than your regular comment, just make another comment that's got your name and I'm in it to win it. Because that would be much easier for me to manage.
Okay. So whatever else you might want to comment, make a separate comment that says, I'm in it to win it in your name. And at some point, Leo will have a drawing and we'll see who actually does win it. And you can do a lot worse than win this guitar. This is a nice little guitar. And for those of you who like to travel and may want to be able to jam with your friends or people that you meet in your travels, you could do a lot worse than have this along.
Well, if you like to travel and you're from outside the United States, you might just come and get it.
Yeah.
And
well,
we'll make a video with you playing it on the channel.
Yeah. Although the shipping is probably a lot cheaper than you know.
Probably so.
I saw some guy on Facebook today said, I'm traveling from New Zealand to Texas to see the solar eclipse, and I'm flying into San Antonio, and it cost an arm and a leg. He was going out to like somewhere around Lakey or Concan. These are very remote towns in Texas, but they're along the path of the solar eclipse. And he said, you know, what's a good way to get there? I was just the tiniest bit snarky. I said, if you can afford to travel from New Zealand to Texas, you can probably afford $200 for a rental car for a couple of days. But you know, up to you. But I mean, there aren't that many, especially in that area of Texas. You know, you're probably a lot better off if you have your own wheels anyway, so that you don't get stranded somewhere really far away from any place else. So anyway, just an aside.
Also, you neglected to mention that whoever enters this contest must be a public subscriber.
Oh, that's right. You must be subscribed to the channel, and public. I guess you can't be a secret subscriber. You got to
Actually, you can.
Well, not to win this.
Not to win this. No, you can't.
Okay. So I'm not really familiar with the ins and outs of YouTube, nor do I really want to become familiar with the ins and outs of YouTube. You know, it's enough trouble to just come over here every couple of weeks and do this.
Let's put it this way: if you're a public subscriber and I click on your name, and you're subscribed, it will say public subscriber. Okay, if you're not a public subscriber, it won't say anything.
Okay, simsalabim. It's magical.
It's magical.
As far as I'm concerned, it's magical. So there you have it, the Blackstar Carry On. Nice little guitar. I'm Dan Ryan. Leo Ryan is behind the camera. And we hope that you will like and subscribe publicly. Click the bell icon to be reminded of our future videos. And thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Bye.